Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to a brand new video. My name is Meyson. Today is the first episode of the Retouching series where you guys get to send in your images and I get to retouch them the way I would or edit them the way I would. And I'll put a video of me doing that here. It's not going to be like a tutorial. I'm just going to go over how I would retouch this image. Then I can link you guys to, previous tutorials where I go in depth on how I'm using a specific technique, and if there's a technique that I've used here that you haven't seen in any of my previous tutorials, then you tell me and I'll make a video about it separately. So this is not like a tutorial, this is just me showing you guys how I would edit this, and hopefully one or two people can learn something from me doing this particular edit. Before we get into today's tutorial, I have to give credit to the people that sent this image. It's a beautiful image of EfikZara shot by Asiyami Gold, and it was shot in Ghana. Thank you for sending in this image. I really like it, so I decided to do a video or walkthrough of me editing this image. Like I said, this is not a tutorial, so nobody should come for my head. This is just me showing you guys how I will edit this and put probably links to tutorials that I've done with different techniques that I'll be using in this image. So let's just get straight into this. The first thing I'll do in this image is work on my white balance. So I'm going to come to my white balance, and I'm probably just going to adjust this. So yeah, that's just fine. The reason why I'm pulling up my tint is that there are a lot of grains in this image and I want a little more magenta in this, so I'm just going to adjust my tint forward. If you pull your tint back, you add more grains. If you pull it forward, you add more magenta. So somewhere around 4 is fine for me in this image. Okay. Jeez, what's wrong with my mouse? Anyways, let's leave it at 5. Then I'll increase my white balance. I'll just make it my Kelvin. I'm just going to make my Kelvin warmer. So the next thing I'll do after that is I'm trying to change the grains. I like grains when you take pictures, but I just don't like them in an image. I feel like they take too much away from the image, and I'm trying to go for this warm look in this image. That's why I generally go for, and I really love warm looks. So now I'm going to come down to color editor and I'll come to advanced. There's basic, advanced, and skin tones. For this, I'll come to advanced. I'll I'll pick my color picker tool here. Just click it, pick my color picker tool. Then I'll pick grains here, or pick twice. So once I pick my grains, you see right here, I'll pick view selected color range. That way I get to see where it's selected. Anywhere that's not selected is going to be black and white. Anywhere that is selected or any color I select is going to be colors. So I'm just going to extend my color range up here in this circle. Pick a lot of blues and greens. If I pull it towards oranges, skin tones are generally orange, you will see that it's going to get her skin tone, but I don't want that. I just want the blues and the greens in this image. So that's that. Then I'm going to adjust my hue, pull my hue backwards, and I'm just going to make the flowers warm, like it's autumn. Okay, I guess that's the right word. Autumn. Yeah, that's it. I'm just going to pull my hue back, and that works for me. Now I'm going to undo or unclick, the view selected color range, and you guys can see it looks beautiful. But I'll do that again the second time because I want to get rid of more grains in the image, or just going to just come down here, click. Okay, no, that's not working. So somewhere around here. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to stretch this way and open up again. Then pull my hue back again. As you can see, this one affected the grains in the middle a lot more. So we have this nice warm image to move on from. What I can do now is, if you want to see your before and after in Capture One, the best way to do it is create a new variant, and it's just going to open the old image down here. So this is the before, and this is the after. This is what the image looked like before, and this is the after. So after that, I'm going to go to my levels, and I'll pull in my whites. If I want to see if my image is getting overexposed, I'm going to click this triangle up here with the exclamation mark in it, like it says exposure levels, so I can see some things are getting overexposed. So I'm just going to pull this back to this. Then I'll pull in my levels just a little bit, and I'll pull my shadows up. Let me see, pull my levels in to probably, okay, 4 works. I'll pull my shadows up, and I'm done in Capture One for this image. Is there any other thing I would like to do? I don't think so. I think I like this image the way it looks in Capture One now. Works for me. The next thing I'll do is I'm going to take this image into Photoshop. So I'm just going to click and go to edit in Photoshop and click OK. What I want to do in Photoshop is retouch the skin a little bit and complete my grading in Photoshop. Now that I'm in Photoshop, I'm going to open my advanced frequency separation. You can check out my frequency separation video. I'm going to put it in the description below. Also, if you want to download this action that I'm using, I'll put it in the description below too. You can check that out. If you want to learn how to do this on your own, do the whole frequency separation thing on your own, I have that in the video. I'm going to put that in the description below too. You guys can check that out. You guys can check that out. Whew, English. Okay, so I'll use a radius of, let me say about 5. 5 should work. Click OK. Now, I already have dodge and burn in my frequency separation, but if you want to see a dodge and burn video, I'll have it in the description below too. So I'm going to come to my low layer, pick my mixer brush tool, just zoom into her face and just paint in the shadows and highlights in between both. Make sure I have everything looking nice and smooth. While I'm doing this, I'm just going to talk about somebody that came for me in my comments for not showing how to do frequency separation all the way. I wish the person watched my other videos that I didn't use an action before coming for me, but it doesn't matter though. Sheesh. It's not like I care. I wish they would watch my videos. So now that we're done with this, like I said, if you want to see my frequency separation video, check my description or check the description below this video and you see a link to it. You guys can check that out. Now I'm just, after using my mixer brush tool, I'm just going to come down to my clone stamp tool. That's S to pick your clone stamp tool. In my Photoshop, might be different in yours if you have changed it. But I think S is like the general shortcut for clone stamp tool. Why is it S? Why is it not C? Maybe because C is for crop, I guess. Let's check. Okay, yeah, C is for crop. S is for clone stamp tool. So we're just going to remove some little blemishes. I know this is caused by makeup, so I'm going to take that out. We're not trying to like take everything out. It's not like high-end retouching stuff. This is just a portrait. I just want the nice looking clean image for your portraits. And that's about it. We're not going to do more. These are probably mosquito bites. Like if you're in Africa, mosquitoes are definitely going to bite you. So if you're coming to Africa, have that at the back of your mind. I'm actually joking. I don't have mosquitoes in my house. So I'm going to move to dodge and burn now. I just put out a dodge and burn video. I'll put that in the description below. You guys check that out. How many things have I said I'll put in the description? A lot. So now for dodge and burn, I'll just pick a brush, make sure my flow is 5, and always have my transfer checked, pen pressure, right? You guys can check that out, my dodge and burn video if you don't understand. So now I'm going to dodge my highlights. I'm going to dodge my highlights and more highlights to dodge right here. So you guys can see this is not high-end retouching. This is just me doing my thing. Then I'm going to burn my shadows. Normal portrait retouching. You can see I'm not even zooming in or taking all the time in the world. I'm just going through it quickly. Imagine if you had 10 or 20 of this to edit, probably 10. You know, you're not going to want to spend too much time on it. So now that I'm done with my dodge and burn, the next thing I'll do is probably just add levels to it. Yes. I can see this. Now, the reason why I see black and white is because I'm holding alternate before I pull this in. So yeah, this is fine right here. This works for me. And after that, I'd like to create like flare, not like a flare. I just want it to look like the sun is coming from behind her right here or on top of her. So I'm going to pick a big brush, change my float back to 100. Then I'll create a new layer, just a big brush. Then I'm going to pick a nice color. You can do this with gradients map, or yeah, but I just prefer using the brush. So I'm just going to put this, paint this up here. Looks, yeah, I know it looks too much right now, but don't worry, we'll work on that. So click OK. So this is what we have. We're going to change this to screen. Yes, I know it's still not like nice and neat, you know, but I still want to paint in, I guess, do I? Probably just at the side here a little bit and a little bit. That's a lot though. Ooh, but it's fine. Oh, what happened? Okay, so this will work for me. Okay. I think I'll paint in white, just a little white, just so it's not like all, just a little. Let me reduce my flow, like 33. I'm painting a little white. Okay, so that works for me. Okay. Okay, so this works for me. I'm just going to reduce the opacity. I'll also create the layer mask, pick a black brush, make sure my opacity is at 100, and I'm just going to mask her. Just going to mask her out of the flare. Yeah, don't want the flare too much. Okay, you know what, let's take these levels up here, right? So we can pull in our blacks, right? Just a little bit. So let's feather this out just a little more. Right, isn't that nice? I drawing with a nice black brush. Yes, we're just going to feather it out at the middle there. Nice black brush. Soft black brush. Okay. So let's see. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like at the back there. Probably reduce the opacity just a little more. So what I'll do now is I want to add a vignette to it. So I'll create a new layer. I'll make sure I click my gradient tool right here. From the middle, like from my head here, I'm just going to hold Shift and draw down. Okay, I don't like this. Why is it? There shouldn't be any white in this. Okay, that works. It should be black. Then I'm using the gradient. I'm using the, what's this? Radial gradient. Yes, use radial gradient. So I'm just going to hold alternate and draw down. Yes, so now I'm just going to get this black vignette and I'll change it to soft light. Soft light works, yes, and I'll reduce the opacity just a little bit. I can increase my levels a little bit more now. So she's like, right? Okay, so this works for me. Then for this too, I think I'll just increase the opacity just a little bit. Okay. Okay, so this looks good. Next thing I want to do is, let's see, I'd like to add some blues and magenta to the shadows. So let's do that. So I'm just going to come to color balance. Yes. Go to shadows, add some blues to the shadows. Okay. Then I'll add some magenta to the shadows again. Then I'll come to highlights and I'll add some yellows to the highlights. Yeah, somewhere around this is fine. Then I might, let's see if we desaturate this. Let's see what we get. Maybe if we just desaturate this a little bit. Yes. Okay, that's stunning. Okay, that's stunning. Okay, so this is where our image is at right now. Let's put all of this in a group and check the image we brought into Photoshop and where it is right now. So this is the image we brought into Photoshop. and this is where it is right now. So I'm just going to save, and I'll discard layers and save a copy because I cannot have, you know, a full TIFF or TIFF. What do you guys call it, TIFF or TIFF? Anyone, leave it in the description below, let me know. I don't know how you're going to spell that out. You're just probably going to be like TEEEF or TIF. I don't know. Let me just shut up. So now that we're in back in Capture One, because when you do that, it saves back to the folder in Capture One. So this is where this image started from. This is straight out of camera. This is our Capture One adjustment, and this is what we got in Photoshop. So out of camera, Capture One adjustment, and what we have in Photoshop. I might just feather out like this top part just a little more. I might just feather that out just a bit more in this image. Maybe let's go back to Photoshop and see what that would look like. I'll probably just bring this down from 52, just a little more. Okay, somewhere around 40 might work. Okay, maybe 40 works. So I'm going to save this again. Replace. Discard layers and click OK. So this works for me. This looks really nice for me now. So this works for me. So let's go back to Capture One and see what our image looks like now. So straight out of camera, Capture One adjustment, and Photoshop for the win. So thank you for watching today's video. This is the retouching series. I did not practice this before. I just did it here right now so you guys can see how it looks. And if you guys are enjoying this, or if you guys enjoy videos like this, let me know. I know this is quite long. I'm in a good mood today, so I just wanted to do a long video for you guys for the retouching series. If you want to be a part of this, send in your images, send in your best bomb images, and we'll do something with it in Capture One and in Photoshop. Thank you for watching this video. Man's trying to get to 50,000 subscribers. Please, please, please subscribe, and do not forget to share this video so other people can see it. Give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me, and it helps YouTube know that this video is nice and people like it, so YouTube will show it to other videos. I really appreciate the support on this channel. Thank you so much. I hope this helped somebody out there. Like I said, this is not a tutorial. It's just a walkthrough of what I'll do with this image. If you want these techniques, check my page. You'll see most videos I've done on these techniques. If there's anything that, or if there are any other techniques that I haven't done that you've seen me use in this video, just point it out and I'll do a tutorial about that particular one the best way I can. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.